Dagan's tragedy. Dagan is the last of the clan Dolok, losing his wife at the hands of Zog's minions. Embittered by the cowardly murder of his wife when away from his home in the lost fortress of Skurlock, Dagan's lust for revenge knows no bound. Seething with anger, Dagan seeks those behind her death. He will not rest until justice is delivered. Dagan returns to find his wife in a bloodied heap, apparently given a slow, torturous death at the hands of assassin Fade. Fade's grin suggests she enjoyed this assignment, and it apparently includes Dagan's demise as well. Round one. Ready. Fight. Round two. Ready. Fight. Within her death throes, Fade, wishing to inflict a deep wound that might drive Dagan to his own demise, reveals that she is but the pawn of a greater evil, a power beyond death and of grave magic. His heart heavy, Fade's dying words weighing on him so, Dagan wondered, How could some foul magic command he and his wife to die without his ever knowing why? The assassin Fade failed to slay Dagan, though his wife lay dead before him. If this Fade knew magic was behind his wife's murder, then he knew the answer lied in the east, home to the necromancers. Dagan traveled to its capital and Land of Desolation, where he met its ruler. The wizard, known as Korath, told Dagan that his wife died only because Dagan was not there. He grinned and explained that as long as Dagan lived, all he cared for would die. Enraged, Dagan attacked the wizard. Round 1. Ready. Fight! You lose. Round 2. Ready. Fight. Round 3. Ready. Fight. Korath, a formidable foe, upon his knees looked with disgust upon Dagan. As if beyond death itself, the wizard warrior spoke with arrogance. He told Dagan of a power he could not conceive, a force so absolute that Naraka's demons bent to its will. As Dagan stepped to end the wizard's life, his clothing fell to the ground, and Korath was gone. The wizard Korath escaped Dagan's final blow, but he did tell Dagan of demons playing some part in this tragic puzzle. Dagan determined he must travel to the Forgotten Ruins, a place he'd heard harbored shapeshifters and sorcerers. There he found a ferocious ape, huge and magical. It called itself Mongo. The beast attacked Dagan, protecting its home. Round 1. Ready. Fight. You lose. Round 2. Ready. Fight. You win. Round 3. Ready. Fight. You win. Mongo, as he fell, looked less threatening in his eyes than before. He twitched and convulsed as his eyes slowly shut. First his hands, and then his arms and legs, and then his face and torso, all shimmered and changed form to a little innocent monkey. From his mouth fell a red stone, the artifact Bloodsong. The magic within it must have changed Mongo, and upon death he was freed of its curse. Dagan struck the demon stone with fury, shattering it into shards. Good fight. The poor mutant ape Mongo was sent to his peace by Dagan. Yet Dagan learned nothing from him. Deeper into the magic he must travel. Dagan journeyed into the venomous swamps where a witch was said to live. He found the green witch of the swamp. She told Dagan her name was Ayara, and that he must leave her sanctuary at once, for he was not welcome. Unwilling to abort his quest, Dagan pressed onward. Ayara attacked. Round 1. Ready. Fight. Round 2. Ready. Fight. You win! Ayara held her ground, but Dagan bested her. Her glazed eyes had looked evil, but in her death, Dagan saw she was far from it. She was good, and Dagan slew her. She fell to the ground, her life passing. She told Dagan that she protected nature and all that was natural, but the time at hand was corrupting the world, and a magic dark and foul and potent swept over the land, and she could not stop it. A demon lied to the south, she warned, as she collapsed. Wretched. Heeding Ayara's words, Dagan sought the demon she spoke of in the lower Darklands. The air was thick, full of ash and smoke from the volcanic geysers that filled the land. Black lava rocks crunched beneath his feet as he delved deeper into the heart of darkness, where he found the demon Jinn. Her dark, fiery skin and pitch eyes were clearly of Naraka, the hell of Barbaria. Jinn told Dagan that she needed mortal's blood to fulfill her master's wish, and that his blood would do fine. The demon attacked. Round 1. Ready. Fight! Fight! You win! Jin hissed in disbelief as Dagan wrested her life from her. She told him the battle was not over, for her summoner was the very Korath Dagan failed to defeat. She bemoaned her demise. She challenged that while she might be sent back to Naraka, that she could not die. And she laughed, unlike Dagan, who could die. Jin's fire had all but burned out when she grinned and told Dagan that Korath was not the real enemy anyway. It was an archmage, a potent wizard who defied death, and now has 3 pillars of corruption that drain the world of life and magic. This, she said, was the end of Barbarian. And she turned to ash, blowing away slowly in the wind. Pillars of corruption draining the world of life and magic. Where might such things be found, wondered Dagan. He'd traveled so far and knew only that an archwizard called Zog was behind the murder of his wife. Dagan resolved he would find Zog and make him pay for the death of his wife. He thought perhaps the Princess Keela of Argos might offer insight into where to find these pillars. Upon entering her home, Shorestone Castle, he was confronted by the undead lord, Magnus. The ghastly specter told Dagan his time was up, and he attacked. Round 1. Ready. Fight. Round 2. Ready. Fight. Magnus's ethereal body fell to the ground, its undead force dissipating. He sputtered his last words, telling Dagan that Keela fell at his hand. He wanted Bloodsong, for with it he could regain a corporal body and touch once more. He thought Keela had it, but like her father, she died at his hand, and still Bloodsong eluded him. Magnus raged as Dagan informed him that he destroyed the stone so Mongo the monkey, transformed into an ape, could be freed of its curse. Magnus exclaimed that every shard of the Bloodsong carries with it power, and smashing it had cursed Dagan. Prayers unanswered. Dagan marched to Shipwreck Waters, home to the Lord of the Undead, Magnus. Although Magnus fell at Dagan's hand, the fallen lord told him of a curse Bloodsong had put on him when he shattered it. Dagan entered the watery gravesite, only to find Magnus's shade still lived. The shade rose and attacked Dagan, damning him for destroying the stone relic. Round 1. Ready. Fight! You lose. Round 2. Ready. Fight. You win. Round 3. Ready. Fight. You win! Magnus's shade, a part of his undead existence, told Dagan that Bloodsong was a powerful thing. He said the only way to lift the curse was to free the last afflicted soul of Bloodsong's influence. They must know the stone was destroyed, else their souls will seek it and thus keep its force alive. It existed to be needed. Such was the way of its magic. Dagan knew Princess Keela sought Bloodsong, just as her father had, and so she must be one of the afflicted by Bloodsong. He would have to slay her cursed spirit to save her. restless souls. Princess Keela, different than before, clad in heavy armor and bereft of the goodness that Dagan had seen in her face before, told him that she sought Bloodsong. She told him that her father exchanged death blows with Magnus when they both lived. Bloodsong had touched Magnus's dark soul and kept him alive, and she thought Bloodsong might bring her own father back from the dead. Keela would not accept Dagan's tale of curses and torments caused by the stone, and that Keela was killed too by Magnus. Enraged, she fought. Round 1. Ready. Fight. You win. Round 2. Ready. Fight. You lose. Round 3. Ready. Fight. You win! Her spirit self faded. The curse of Bloodsong lifted from her undead form. Bloodsong caused an obsession in those it touched, a draw so strong that death could not take their soul. Dagan overcame it and saved Keela too. Keela reached to Dagan, offering a touch of appreciation. She smiled peacefully and told Dagan that the ape Mongo too had an afflicted dark side from Bloodsong. He must be released as well. Find him in the land of desolation. Bloodsong's curse. Dagan found himself needing to free the souls afflicted by Bloodsong's curse. The poor monkey Mongo never knew what he'd done when he found Bloodsong after the battle between the King of Argos and Magnus. They had slain each other with fatal blows exchanged, knocking the stone from Magnus into the ocean, where it washed ashore for a hapless monkey to marvel at its beauty. Taking a bite upon it touched the simian's heart, and it merged with him. Mongo became Mongo the ape. Dagan must wrest the dark influence from the soul of Mongo. Mongo's darkened soul, however, now guarded one of Zog's pillars of corruption. Round 1. Ready. Fight! You win! Mongo fell, his soul free of Bloodsong. Dagan felt his soul lighter, the influence of the Bloodsong gone. The curse was lifted from him, just as it was gone now from the others it corrupted. With the pillar of corruption destroyed, Dagan sensed Barbaria was somehow healthier. An angelic form appeared before him. An angel, thought Dagan. It told him where the 2 remaining pillars were, pleading that he hasten to them. Time was running out for Barbaria. Guardian lost. Into the venomous swamp strode Dagan, seeking the 2nd pillar of corruption. He found it, arcing with an electrical force stronger than the 1st. It seemed to be drawing more energy from Barbaria than the 1st, compensating for there now being only 2 pillars remaining. A corrupted Ayara, now the destroyer of nature, stood ready to defend the pillar. Dagan could see that this Ayara was drawing power from the pillar, making her stronger and perhaps unbeatable. Her good soul was dark and evil, twisted by the corrupting forces exuded by the pillars. Round 1. Ready. Fight! You win! With the pillar destroyed, the dark Ayara fell lifeless. It was not Ayara at all, but a phantom fueled by the evil magic of the pillar. Dagan wondered what force might lie ahead for the final pillar, if this invincible Ayara was at the 2nd. pillar's wrath. Entering the lower Darklands, Dagan found Korath defending the final pillar. Fear was in his eyes, for he knew Dagan was strong. He knew death was his if he defied Zog. He had summoned Jinn once more from Naraka, but this time she was stronger and far more powerful. Round 1. Ready. Fight! You win! The pillar fell to its destruction, and Korath and Jinn were defeated. Dagan, worn and beaten, knew the time to confront Zog was now. A glowing red portal swirled in place of the broken pillar, with electrical arcs shooting from it to the stone and earth all around. Finale. Dagan, my foolish Dagan. I am Zog. I beset Barbarian with the magic you've destroyed, but you are too late. I have the power I needed already, mortal. The gods themselves dare not confront me, so how would you think you could stop me? I am Zog. Round 1. Ready. Fight! You lose. Finale. Round 1. Ready. Fight! Dagan defeated me, and I was glad. I realized so long ago that my quest for power could not be stopped while I lived. My brilliance had conceived everything, or so I thought. How could I not realize that I would become immortal at the destruction of all life on Barbaria? I did not want to destroy the people I wished to rule. I did not desire such corruption and decay of life. I ruined so many lives, felled kingdoms in my dream. Dagan was the true heir to rule Barbaria, and he was the one of prophecy. I knew this, and I am saddened to have had his wife slain. But what else would drive him so hard to destroy me? It was much evil I had wrought to end my own life, but it is a far better thing I do this day than ever I have done before. Dagan of the Clan Dolok, you are the king of Barbaria. Rule and protect it wisely. Let the course of nature play out as Ayara would have had it. Keep your heart true, as the noble Keela did. Let not greed or power corrupt you, as they have so many others. Let your rule be good and just. And I am sorry, Dagan, for everything. For your wife.